Da, 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 da. And if I'm not wrong, da, 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 da. What? And if I'm not wrong, we are live. Hello, everyone. Second live stream test, but this time let's do something fun, or at least that I think is fun. And what I'm gonna be doing is first playing with this some Meeple camera that I took, kind of borrowed, to play with it. Oh, I like your t-shirt, yo. And I want to show you a few things that I've been willing to go back and play with, and one of them is my where is it? It's my heated nozzle. Nozzle. So normally I've been using these cartridges to extrude food. This is like the easiest. Oh no. Again. So normally I've been using these cartridges to extrude food. Things like hummus really doesn't need any kind of heating control because it's already in a paste form that is extrudable and really easy to play with and have fun. I think it's the best material to start with. But at some point I decided to start doing some experiments with hydrocolloids like agar-agar, jellies and things like that. And for those I needed a heated nozzle. I built this heated nozzle during my time at Pier 9. At the same time I built the printer. Oh, actually the printer is not working properly. Let's try now. Well, I'll figure it out later. And what this is it about, let me just zoom in here so you can see a better picture. This nozzle, it's made, I have two of those actually. One is made out of stainless steel and the other one is made of aluminum. The aluminum one, it's way easier to machine. I'm not a machinist expert, although I love it. And after playing with the stainless steel, just because I know stainless steel is like the way to go in the food industry, I decided to do one in aluminum just because stainless steel is kind of like a little bit more scary, especially like the chips are way sharper and it's easy to get hurt when you don't know what you're doing, and I'm not a person who knows much what he's doing, so I decided to do an easy one. And at the end, what I just wanted to try is to get like something similar to what you get in a plastic 3D printer, but that actually I can use for food, and especially that attaches to the cartridges that I use for printing. Nozzle that in one side it has a MPT thread that connects to the cartridge, and on the other side it has some sort of thread that connects to a classic heated block, and it threads in. I don't know what is, honestly I don't know what is the thread size of this screw or the type. It's been a long time since I built this. I just used the top that I had available, so the top and the die that was the biggest one that it could kind of like go with the size of the MPT fitting for the cartridge. And there's not much more technology behind this heating cartridge. Regular 12, I think it's 12 or 28 volts, I don't remember, and it has a thermistor inside just to follow the temperature that the block reaches, and a couple of set screws, well, one set screw to hold the heating cartridge in place, and one screw to hold the temperature sensor in place, because it's always suffering a lot from tension with these cables moving, so I needed something to hold it in place. And for the rest, it's just like a crappy implementation. This connector that allow me to separate the nozzle from the cable. One of the reasons for that is because I never realized I built the holder for, this is the holder for the cartridges. So let me show you a little bit how this goes. You put the cartridge inside and then it slides in, so you get this. It matches, right? The hole in the holder matches the hexagon head that the cartridge input or whatever, the thread that has to connect the what? Oh, I have one aspect. What? Someone is watching this? This might be myself. Ma! Are you watching this? 고맙습니다. 귀여운. And yeah, I have one person watching and it's my wife, you know? There's only one way to go to the number one. It's one step at a time. And no one more important than my wife to watch it. What? 2 people watching this? I cannot be. This is amazing. This is beyond. This is beyond what I could even expect. Anyway, so cartridge where you connect the nozzles, and I designed this before I even started working on a heated nozzle. So then I realized, like, oh, how can I connect the heating nozzle when the block is connected? Actually, I cannot. So what I have to do is, let me open the camera so you can see this easily. I need to unscrew the heated nozzle connected to the cartridge, run it through the holder, then let's pop it in and make sure it's in place, and then I have to, well, that's when the connector comes in handy. Like, I disconnect the connector and screw this in, and by no means this is the most user-friendly experience, but bear with this, and like, just, it is what it is. It was the first one I built, and it was one of those, you could have designed this better, but too late, I guess. Maybe in a second version we'll work on that. And as I told you, it's been a really long time since I used this thing, and I decided to just give it a go. Let me zoom in here so you can see what I'm talking about. And what I want to actually try to do now is to remember how I was plugging this block, actually the heated cartridge and the thermistor to the smoothieboard that controls the whole printer. Honestly, I don't remember what channels I was using, so I guess there's gonna be a little bit of a trial and error, and also, oh, why you're doing this? I want the whole thing. So there's gonna be a little bit of a trial and error, but if by the end of this live video with 2 people watching, that I think is my wife with 2 different screens, I'm gonna be super happy. So the first thing, as I said, I plug the cable in, and this should go this way, yes. And the other end, it has just a terminal block that connects to the smoothieboard, and a thermistor connector, just like a 2-pin thingy. And meanwhile, I'm going to show you my Maker Faire batch. Maker Faire was fun. I met a lot of awesome people. You can see a couple of videos from them on the channel. Evan, Kiara, you know, you name it, a lot of fun that went down those 2 days. A lot of fun and a lot of work too. But you know, you need to do these things, otherwise. Oh, this is a magic moment. You know, I think I need to show you this with a closer look. I never ever document things properly, but I think this time I made a favor to myself, and I actually marked the one of the terminal blocks where I can connect stuff, and my guess is that the one with the black thick line, is the one for the heated block. which is great. And what I have no idea is where I have to connect the thermocouple. But it's not a thermocouple, actually, it's a thermistor. But oh, maybe it's under the... Is it under the... No. Oh my god, it's been so long since I used this thing. Oh, okay, I see here there is a lot of thermistors. There is like 1, 2, 3. Oh, my laptop is running out of battery. So convenient. And oh, there's up to 4. Well, I guess I will have 4 tries to figure out which one is the good one. So right now I'm holding the camera with one hand, which is not convenient. Oh, by the way, look at these awesome pineapples. Pineapples are fun. Let me set the camera in a way that maybe you can see more of what's going on up there. And go from there. You're going to enjoy the electronics. If you like that sort of stuff, it's a smoothie board that I was kindly donated. It was kindly donated from the awesome people behind the smoothie board design. I was supposed to develop some code for a tool change part, but that never happened. I never managed to build the printer that does actually that. But well, life is still going. And sorry for the camera shaking, but I will be done in a second. Okay, I think we're set. I decided to do this change so you get to see a bit of what I'm doing up here. And I'm going to be using Fronterface just to monitor some changes and go from there. Let me turn off the printer. The printer is off. And let's... Oh, oopsie. This is... I really like to... Ma? Nothing, it's okay. And I don't like this ring light. This is for cosmetics. Like you can actually plug this to your phone. Oh, everything is falling up. Oh no. Well, this is what I meant. Sometimes you just crack your bottles. Oh, this is really bad. But you know what? Let's do a quick fix, because it's not the first one that I fixed today. So as I said, this was not a good design. So every time I want to disassemble this heated cartridge, I need to actually unthread the nozzle from the heating block, which is not a fun thing to do. And what just happened is that I crashed. This holder fell off and one of the bolts just broke. But for that, I have my friend Super Glue. You know, they don't sponsor this channel, but I would kindly take their money day one, because that's how I fix stuff when there's no time for fancier solutions. And popping it back in place and wait it to dry. Since we don't need it for now, it's all good. It's all good. What? 3 people watching the video? Let me see if I'm gonna say something in the chat. Hi there. Cannot believe this is happening. Technology. Anyway, let's plug in the connectors for the heated channel. The terminal block is for the heating block. Just if you have never seen a heated block closely, I'm going to show you one, because I have a bunch. Heating cartridge. This is how they look. It's mostly like a heating element where you just run power, current and voltage through it, and it heats up. By itself, it just heats up until self-destruction, but normally you have a sensor temperature sensor next to it just to kind of like avoid that and regulate the temperature. And that's what we are doing here. And let's use thermistor number what? I don't know, there's no numbers here. Let's just try the first one. I guess this one is the first one. Okay. And this is not a thermistor. It's a thermistor, thermistor and thermocouples. I always confuse them. Good. The cables are plugged. the heating block, it's plugged too. And let's play with the software. Yeah, let's play with the software. I don't know if this is gonna work, but let me zoom in here and try to move my head out of the page. I need 2 seconds to charge my laptop because I'm gonna run out of battery. Meanwhile, I'm gonna leave you with a live view of the live stream view, which is kind of like the most nonsense thing ever. I'll be back. No? I think you need to go through the channel. And now let me plug in the computer just to make sure I don't run out of battery. No, everything was super properly prepared. And yeah, I'm a classic dude, so I use frontal face 2005 version. That sounds old school, yo. I lost a spectator. Well, 3 sounds like a lot already. Yeah, let's plug the printer. Let's turn it on. I don't think you can see anything here right now, but now I plug the printer in. Yeah, that sounds like we're good. And yeah, let's let's connect the printer, right? What is the port? There's only one port, so let's connect. Should be another one. What? How come? Okay, let me close this thing. It has definitely detected the smoothieboard since the SD card is open, and I don't know. I don't believe in. And now the printer is online. Let's make a test. Let me show you here a little bit more. Maybe I can bring the camera down. I will need to change the, yeah, not much. Yep. And now it's set. Now you can see the printer, and now if I open the camera, you can see the printer and the laptop, and of course my face. Great. So just to make sure that we know that the printer is online, let's home the axis. You just saw the carriages going up and homing. That sounds good and beautiful. Then things that do not look so awesome are, I would love to see some actual temperature reads here, and I don't see any, so that might be that I plugged the cable in the wrong place, most likely. So let's do a quick dirty change here. No. 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 I don't know. I don't remember if I need to see things here. I don't remember anything. Okay, from now on, I'm mostly gonna try to figure out what's wrong with this. Can be a lot of things. First, this connector is obviously not the best thing not the proudest thing in my life, because like the cables are coming up. But I would like to see if I can try to at least heat up the block even if there is no feedback, just to know if that this is actually working. And what I'm going to do for that is just turn on the heat bed. Yeah, it would be cool to have well, actually it doesn't make any sense that it's the bed, right? It should be the nozzle. If I build this thing with a little bit of sense. But this is not doing anything. Let me open it. I don't know if you can see the... Yep. Oh, I don't remember which one is the... There was a G code to read the temperatures, right? It was like M119. That's a G code temperature. G code wiki. And as you can see, the fun part, that is like putting the nozzle together, takes 5 minutes, but later the whole okay, temperature set. Yeah, wait for the bed. No, I don't want to wait. I want to see the temperature. Oh. Set extruder. I don't want to set the extruder. I want to read the temperatures. Get extruder temperature. M105. M105. This is for sure not heating up. Oh, it was too good to be true. Well, no pain, no gain, people. That's what they say. That's what printing is about. No, it's about having fun, yo. Having fun. Yeah, I'm kinda lost right now. So, I have a few issues. The first thing is that the temperature is not reading anything. No readings. Maybe it's even disabled in the configuration file. Let me check. I want you to get a closer look to the screen, because now we're going to be doing some screen work here. And for that, let's try to find... I honestly don't remember what is the config file. I guess it's this config file, right? Let's view, how do I open with? I don't want to download anything new. I want to open this here. Okay. This is the configuration file for smoothie firmware of smoothie. I don't know what is the real name for this. Maybe. And what I'm looking for is for extruder hot 10. Let me temp. Okay. So as I can see here, the extruder hot 10 is disabled. So this is impossible to make it work. Which is good. False. The heating pin, it's commented actually. It's 2.7. That's interesting. The control temperature rate, that's a different thing, and the thermistor doesn't really matter. Well, it matters if it's a different version, but. And here I get the output for the thermistor pin and for for the what? And here is another temperature control extruder 2. I think I remember that I built a special temperature thingy. Maybe I didn't. Oh my god, it's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, so I think it's mainly a configuration problem because I don't see any temperature. Configuration parameters here, unless it is in the override configuration file, which I'm gonna check right now. Ábrete. Bueno, un saludo también para todos nuestros telespectadores hispanohablantes. So my wife speaks Spanish, so that's 50% of the people who's watching, and I guess the other view is from myself. So, okay. Like we both speak Spanish, so that's great. By the way, if you're watching this, just leave us a comment. I will send you a free t-shirt. Okay? That's how we roll. Just buying my audience. Okay. What I was doing, yeah, I was complaining about my configuration not being enabled at all. So I don't know if you can see, but here there is a, let's open this a little bit so you can see my pretty face. By the way, I got a haircut today, you know? Si te hubiera conocido antes. But, well, let's turn this to true. When you do that, you are actually enabling the temperature control module, which is important because otherwise nobody is controlling the temperature. The pin configuration is the 0.23, so what I'm going to do is a little bit of internet. It's like a smoothieboard, thermistors, inputs. If I learn to type properly, that would help too. I just want to see the picture so I know which one is. I just know which one is which. Maybe this one is a better. Yeah, this picture is horrible. Let me close this thing here. Nope. This picture is tiny. Where are the thermocouple inputs? No, they're not here. No, they're not thermocouples. They're thermistors. This thing tells me that it's T0. Let me open this thing. T0, T1, T2, T3. How do I know which one is which? I basically don't know, right? And this is documentation, warnings, more warnings. Yay, having a lot of fun going through these right now. Well, I'm gonna give myself another comment here. What up, live people? Yeah. Let's keep watching this. Oh, I have 3 people again? What? Hello, internet. And this should, well, and by should I mean like I have 0 expectations that this works, but this should enable the temperature control module. Though what I'm not sure right now is which ones are the inputs and the outputs. And the heater pin, it's commented, so I'm going to uncomment this just because. So temperature control is 202, 123, and this is all commented. I'm pretty sure I was playing with this, and now I just need to make sure which are those outputs and inputs, and I don't know how to do so. So I'm gonna Smoothieboard, inputs and outputs. Pinout, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is gold. This is awesome documentation, let me tell ya. So, the big MOSFET, this is 2.5. Oh, I lost another person. Oh, 2.5. And now this is on 2.7. Let me see who is using 2.5. I mean, that's what I was telling people about. I had another temperature control bed. Oh, I'm using the bed for the 2.5. Interesting. And the 0.23, but this is not enabled. False, true. Oh, I have another person. I'm sweating a lot. You know, the life pressure is actually helping me to lose here some kilos, which is actually good because I've gained a lot of weight this year. But you know, living the dream. There's only one way to the number one, and that's eating a lot. That's not true. Kids, don't listen to me. And obviously I have the 2.5. Oh, I have another one, 2.5 here for the laser module that I'm not using. I have a temperature bed control. I think I'm going to be using this one instead. I'm going to be using the bed true instead of the student number one. False. And this is what it tells me. Actually, it's good. I'm kind of like remembering some stuff right now. Not much, but hopefully enough. Oh, I just got some free water here. Thank you to my 30% of viewers for bringing me water. You know, free food printing is intense. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but it's intense. So don't forget to hydrate yourself during those long sessions, especially having fun with configurations of plug and watt files. And we keep going, people. I think we got this thing. This is gonna work for sure, most likely not, but I know two things. Let me zoom in here and see if you can see something. And I'm gonna gladly use one of my 2-point. So what we're doing is using the temperature control module from a smoothieboard to actually control the heated nozzle. I know it doesn't make sense to use the bed to control the nozzle, but we roll with it, you know? Just try to confuse people. And for that, what we do is we enable the module by setting the value to true instead of false, and seeing that the thermistor pin is the 0.24 and the heater pin is the 2.5. And that is important because if we take a look at this awesome map, we can actually know that the 2.5 is the one that I had marked, and the 0.24 and the 0.24 thermistor input is the second one from the 4 inputs. So just knowing that and some magic and hopefully lots of luck, I know that if we go back to the connection, I just need to Ooh, look what a cinematographic skills here, huh? I just need to replug this thermistor to the number 2, and actually the heater is in the right position, and I can zoom in for you guys because this is awesome. Okay, let's go back. I plug the thermistor in the input 0.24 and the heating cartridge, or the heated cartridge, to the output 2.5. That is the one that I had marked. That being said, it's time to test it again. So a smoothieboard is fun because the configuration file is like an editing file that is just really easy to use. But in order to actually test it, you need to reboot the printer. And to do so, what we're going to do is save the file, close the message, and disconnect the printer, turn it off, unplug the printer. It's doing its magic. Actually, it's doing nothing right now because it's off, but just it's magic. Magic. It's magic as my cup. Okay. Awesome. Drink some water. Turn on the printer. Oh, I really hate. I have some issues with the printer that doesn't like it to turn on properly. I hate that. I hate that. Don't do that. Now we're talking. Oh no, we're not talking. By the way, I can turn on the lights for the printer, which is a great effect too. Ooh, oh, of course, if it's off, it's not gonna work at all. But okay, now it's on. Now we're talking. Now I'm plugging in the USB. And if everything is okay, which I don't think so, you should be able to disconnect the printer and connect it again. And now I get some new numbers. That's for sure. And let me turn this off. Let's turn on the, yay, put it on a trackpad. So definitely it's reading something. But you know, 704, let me zoom in, I don't know if you can see this. I mean, it would be really cool if I can get a 700-degree nozzle to work, but I wouldn't expect those temperatures. Anyway, let's try at least if the, I got this issue before. I hate when this happens. M99. Error mean temp, max temp trigger, check your temperature sensors. I hate this. Is this temperature sensor broken? Let me open. So the problem that I'm having right now is that yes, I've been able to configure the new temperature sensing block, but I'm not reading the temperature properly. It actually tells me that the temperature is 765 degrees, which it would be melting a lot of stuff and making me sweat even more. And it's definitely not, it's cold actually. Oh, it actually helps to cool down my forehead. I could build like a heated nozzle that can connect to your body to do some sort of like cyborg 3D printing stuff. Leave a comment if you think that is great. Actually, if you leave a comment, I'm going to present you a t-shirt, just so you know. Okay? Let's keep going. What issues do I have right now? I have a lot of issues, but mostly 3D printing related. Yeah, the main issue that we have is that the temperature is not a real value. Okay, that is for sure. That is for sure, and that could be two things. One, the thermocouple is broken, which could be a reasonable issue. And second is that I'm dumb and I've been connecting this backwards. Okay? Oh, what was that? What was that? I just realized, people of the internet, that this is backwards. What am I doing with my life? It doesn't make any sense. I really don't understand how do I manage to build stuff. So let me, I think this deserves a zoom. And now if you can see it, but there is 4 cables, right? The big ones are the heated cartridge, and the small ones are the sensor. Okay, these only have one way to plug in, and when I plug it in, what happens is that the thick cables that are the heated nozzle are connected to the white and yellow, that if I go up here, I hope you can see, the white and yellow are the thermocouples, so that could be an issue, right, in some countries. Oh my God. Why do this to myself? Why? Why, people, why? So what I'm going to do is just remove the connectors. I don't think I have tools to do so, which makes me hate everything even more. But we'll find something. Yo, 3 people already. Just drop some comments. Come on, do me a favor. Do it for me. Do it for me. Whoever you are. I will send you a t-shirt. Really? Maybe not, because you haven't commented yet. Okay, this one is out. Good. What about this one? Oh man, how much I hate these things. Connectors, it sounds like a great idea, but when you don't want to use them, I never have the tools to remove them, and it turns into this battle about not breaking them, but like I really want to break them right now. I think it's what I'm about to do, but hell. Open. Oh, that's what I really didn't want it to happen, but it just happened. Well, yeah. I just peeled one of them. Oh man, that was supposed to be easy and has turned into a nonsense situation, but we keep going because that's what we do. Okay, since this is already broken, I'm gonna use my awesome toolbox sponsored by Ultimaker. Actually, not really, but I had a free sticker, so that's what it counts. And look for some tool that allow me to destroy that. Okay. I go. How am I gonna do this? Okay. Oh, this one. Oh wow, that was hardcore. That was hardcore. And let me cut this thing too. You know when you make a decision to do something that you know it's not right, but you keep doing it? That is where I am right now. Just so you know. I'm being upfront with you. You know, what? 4 people watching a video and someone just posted oh, now just 3. Oh. I think someone posted a comment. And it's my wife. I love this. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. I hate these connectors. Really. I really hate you all. I really hope you all. You. Don't want to have the connectors. Venga, va, conector. Oh. Este ya casi está fuera. Bueno, ya tengo fuera los. Sorry. Nah. I think I'm not gonna do it often. What do you think? Should I do it often? anything? Is it bothering you? What is it? Is it bad content? What is your opinion about these live videos? Just leave a comment and let me know. Because I feel this is fun. Just talking when I do stuff. To me it makes sense. I don't know about you. Okay, let's plug the sensor in. And right now I'm having 0 read. Should do it often. Yay! That's it. That's a supportive wife. Now, if you know what I mean. Okay, this might be. Let me plug this in. Let's connect. Oh, you kidding me again? How much I hate this? Oh no. Oh, I just closed my browser. That was not a good idea. And let's keep going. 4 people watching this. What? Hello? Oh no. There's someone that is just messing up with me. But it's still, I'm really thankful for all those 3 or 4 people who are watching this and tagging along, you know. 3D food printing is fun, but sometimes it gets messy and things doesn't work, so we need to work on it. Let me see if this solves the thermocouple issue. It definitely does not solve it, which it really pisses me off because this should give me a good value. And it's not giving me any. Maybe I'm reading the wrong one. What is the problem here? What is the problem, people? I don't remember. I think maybe this is broken. Oh! Wow, we have a temperature read. Yes. Well, not now, but yeah. I think I'm almost there. This live video isn't the coolest thing, I know, but come on, bear with me on this one. It's the first one. Yeah. Hyped about this. Let me make sure this does not separate. This one either. Yeah. So we have a temperature. Well, 30 degrees in the house, yo. Okay, we have just one viewer left. I guess that's myself. But again, if you leave a comment, I'll send you a free t-shirt. Free awesome t-shirt. And let me show you my temperature reads. That's great. So we have 30.7 degrees. I think it's M109, M105. Yeah, M105. And then I can set up the temperature. I do M105. We're doing great. We almost cracked it. I'm gonna turn this off. And now for the last part, what I have to do is to figure out how to turn on the heated cartridge. And we're almost there. 감사합니다. Thank you for watching it. Now, and yeah, this is exciting. We got one thermocouple working. It's not a thermocouple, it's a thermistor, but I have a really big cows in my head, so give me this one, okay? What I want to do now is, since I destroyed the connector, I need 2 things. I need my heated block. I need to peel a cable from my heated block. Hit it. Here, maestro. Which this should be enough. And then I need to get these two cables out of the, which I hate this thing. How much I hate. Can you actually, okay, turn this thing down a little bit? Up. Oh. Okay. One is out. Yeah. And the second, it's coming soon. Oh, connect. This is not a good idea. I'm telling you, but I just want to make it work. Work. Okay, and we have two out. And the thermocouple is disconnected right now. And I think what I need, it's what everyone needs in their life. Give me 1 second, I'll be back. Hold tight. Where is my tape? I need somebody to take care of me. I'm gonna use tape because that's all I have. My where are my scissors? Oh, it smells like burn. It smells like burn actually. That was not. Oh, it smells like burn up here. Well, I'll turn off this for a moment, que huele a quemado, and keep going. You know, if it's burn, it's burn. Oh. I don't have scissors now. Everything is so complicated these days. The cables. And from there, plug. I mean, I think this tape is going to be enough to keep the temperature sensor in place. I know this is not the most pretty implementation, but well, you know, just trying to make it here. Okay, now I connect these two together. I put some more tape around. This tape is mostly to avoid. This tape is to mostly avoid short circuiting, or short circuiting, is that a word? Hopefully, the power cables, because I think that's what happened. Okay, this one is connect, and I had an issue with this one. I need to peel a little bit off to trim off this thing. peel this thing off. I think no one is watching this right now but me, so I guess not really interesting. Well, I'm doing my best and having fun. Yeah, it's been almost like, how long? 2 years since I used this, and one of the most interesting things that I've ever done with this printer actually is using this hidden nozzle to use like stalactite structures. One of the things that I like the most about printing food is that everything is so custom built that it allows you to play at all different sort of levels. And one of my favorite ones is coming out and testing new ways of printing. Normally what you do is print layer by layer, but since we have different mediums, different materials with different properties, you can actually play with that. And the idea behind printing stalactites was that by dropping different drops of agar-agar, in that sense, you were able to build like this type of like column shape. It was a really slow process, but I think the result was really cool and shaky. So that's what I want to do again, you know, bring that type of fun back to life. Okay, so all this is connected, and now we should be able to set. I'm not going to say 150. I'm going to do like 100, like 50 degrees, and I just want to make sure that this starts heating. I'm not really sure if this is heating up at all. Let me put some more aggressive values here, because print speed, file. I think there's an option for bands. I think it's in settings, options. There is an option to ping the temperature. TCP streaming mode, no. RPC server, I don't know what is that. Manual read, extruder counts, clamp manual moves. I think there's somewhere there's a option to ping the temperature, but I don't remember where is that. It's even maybe it's a made up option. What could be completely possible? Monitor printer status. Is it heating up? It's not heating up at all. This is not heating up at all. Well, I mean, we got halfway there, right? People of the internet. I think the printer is dead right now. Oh, no, I think the printer is off. Okay, now I think it should start heating up. And I'm going to set this to a lower value, you know. Always make sure that your printer is on. Always make sure that your printer is on. And I'm setting up the printer to 50%. This is definitely heating up. Whoa! We have a winner! And I just want to make sure this kind of works. This is good. This is good. Yo, 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 yo. This is fun. This is fun. It was not that bad, actually. I made it work. I didn't have any serious expectations about this, and came out together. Oh, this is an error right now. So can I disconnect this? Can you tell me actually the temperature? It says it's 31 degrees. Are you even operational right now? Let's turn off the printer. Turn it on. I think I can use the menu. Prepare. Preheat. Set temperature. Settings. No, I just want to heat up the I just want to heat up the bed. Set temperature. Bed. Yes. Back. Back. What? Oh, this is really heating up. It's actually working! Poo 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 poo! Booyaka! I'm happy about this. I'm happy about this. This is heating up. You cannot see, oh, you cannot see it, but it's actually heating up. Let's make a zoom here. And since nobody's watching, let's change the camera to a closer position. Yeah, this is fun. I'm really hyped about this. But this is too hot, right? 67, 68. Let me see. You can see this maybe. If I change the camera to a closer position, I want you to see both. Yeah. Can you see the temperatures? I don't know if you can see them. I think oh, there's two people again? Okay. So right now, I'm just trying to figure out if this thing is kind of working. It seems it's working. I'm just monitoring the temperature. I set the bed temperature to 60 degrees. Again, it doesn't make any sense that I'm using the bed temperature control on the smoothie board to control the nozzle, but yo, it is what it is. Let me show you the heated nozzle. I would like to find, let me close this. I would like to find a way to actually show you that this is hot, but I guess you will have to trust me. I don't have a thermal camera at home, which is sad, but you know, life goes on. And this is more or less what I wanted to do today. Actually, this is let me get myself on the camera because I have 3 viewers, people of the world. Thanks a lot for watching. I have 3 viewers taking over the internet. Believe that. I have 3 viewers. I'm super happy that I managed to get the printer to actually control the temperature of the heated nozzle. Again, if you missed, the goal of the video or this live video was to just test a live stream event, but also playing again with the heated nozzle. A couple of years ago I was doing really cool stuff, at least I think it was cool, using agar-agar to print kind of like stalactite structures with a different printing method. That what it was doing is actually just dropping hot drops of melted agar or jelly, I don't know which one it was, and letting it set and building one on top of another. And what the head was doing, the head was moving up at the same time that the stalactite was growing. So I'm really excited. I think I'm ready to start doing that. Definitely not today, maybe next week. If you join us again, we will play with that and see how it works. I'm hella happy. The only problem about the stalactite thing is that I need some custom G codes, because I realized that the best way to do it, and let me zoom in here, is starting to print right next to the bed, and then once the stalactite is growing, the nozzle goes up and keeps growing. There's also interesting effects, like how long do you need to wait until the drop to set, because if you don't wait enough, instead of getting a stalactite, what you get is a fried egg, which is cool too, but it's not as nice as a stalactite. And I think next week I will try to do that. Why not? Well, just let me know. And remember, I want to finish this emission, this live stream or whatever it's called. So this is the last chance for you to get a free t-shirt. If you leave a comment on the chat, I'm going to send you a free t-shirt, because this is what I do. I just buy subscribers. Let me see. I want to show you the t-shirt because the design is awesome. 1 second. You know? Can you see it? Can you see it? Probably not the best way to see it, but let me just resume this thing. This is the t-shirt, people. It's a 3D food printing t-shirt. What else you can ask for? And it's for free. Just leave a comment. You have 2 minutes before I close the live stream, and you will get it. I promise y'all. Okay. Let's finish this thing. It's been fun. It's been what, an hour? This is crazy, dog. It's been an hour and 7 minutes. I had a peak of 4 people watching this nonsense video, which I thank you all for it. And just let me know if you enjoy it and if you want more, because this is easy content, people. That is a hard thing to get these days. So bump this, like kind of like internet fist bump. I don't know how to do this. Like, I'm gonna fake that the other one is. This is the internet coming, and that's it. Until next week, having fun. 3D food printing for life. Represent. Queens represent. Long Island City, New York, Barcelona, everywhere. You know, just have fun and let people know. 3D food printing is coming to take everything over. So watch out, or not. And by the way, it's super fun. This Vivo camera, it's awesome. Okay, how do I turn this off? Slide to stop. Bye.